What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of the Legislative Director, talking about legislative things. Here she is in her fresh halftime form, Ambre, Legislative Director. With her, as always, not the Legislative Director, Jason Topsy. Still sounding like I'm a little bit under the weather, which is not cool, but Ambre's doing great. She's just tip-top.
That's not true.
This break is... It's done you well.
Okay.
So it is halftime, so there's no action over at the State House right now. There's no committees that are popping up or anything like that. They start back on Monday, but I don't know what they're going to be doing. We'll monitor that, obviously.
Well, I mean, they're going to be hearing House bills and Senate bills, and they probably will have committee hearings on Monday. They just haven't posted them yet. Well, I take that back. The Senate has posted.
Okay.
But it... Here it is. I'm sorry. First of all, the House still has up their committee schedule from before they took the break, which I find to be hilarious.
They're taking their time.
However, the Senate committee schedule, they have posted one committee for Monday, but I'm sure there are more coming because, again, if it's anything like the first half,
it's going to show up like...
We testified on the first day.
Yeah.
So we'll probably just jump right back in.
So it's going to be a good time. But, there's still things that we can talk about. One of the things we wanted to highlight before we get to the fun portion of the show, we're going to talk a little bit about the governor. Governor Braun had a press conference where he chatted with the media to talk about the first half of session. So we're going to just give some highlights from that.
Yeah, I mean, the main one that I wanted to highlight was Senate Bill 1 is the big property tax bill that we've been talking about. It actually has our deferral program in it. That's the only thing that we really have been engaging on around that because it was Senate Bill 6, now is in Senate Bill 1. He definitely has issues with it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be a big fan of Senate Bill 1 as it is currently constructed.
He feels as though it doesn't go far enough.
And I believe he's even talked about vetoing it if it were to stay the same.
He did mention that.
Okay.
Yes.
Does he think it's actually going to stay the same?
I think he came out of the gate saying that he might veto it because he doesn't want it to stay the same.
Okay. He wants those changes.
I think that's
that's what he's going with.
He's saying that there's a lot more discussion that needs to happen.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that'll be, look, that is aside from the budget, property taxes is the topic or issue of the session, I would say. And so I can't imagine him not being heavily engaged in trying to get his way.
I will also say in this Capitol Chronicle article, which, by the way, shout out to the Capitol Chronicle.
Big fans. We're big fans.
We are huge fans. I will say that one of the things that Governor Braun mentioned is that he acknowledged that there has been a lot of collaboration between the governor's office and the legislature. So although he did say that he's unhappy with Senate Bill 1 and could potentially veto it, or he did say he could even call a special session.
Ooh, special session. We love that.
But I did think it was interesting that he made a comment about how there is more communication and collaboration with the governor's office and the legislature than there has been in a long time.
Okay, cool.
And, he commented, we'll get to a point where we will find that solution.
Yeah, it's new governor that's kind of wanting to get his agenda through, and a General Assembly that generally likes to do what the General Assembly does. So it's a little bit of, posturing on both sides, if you will.
But he did also mention, because the veto maybe we don't all know.
I don't know if you do know this.
But even if the governor, any governor, would veto anything, the legislature can turn it over with a simple majority.
Which is not the case in a lot of places.
No.
Usually it's like 2/3 or something like that.
But he did mention and acknowledged that Indiana's constitution affords the governor a weak veto. So it's more effective when used on measures that pass on narrow margins. That's because lawmakers can overturn a veto with a simple majority vote.
So it's one of those things where if the whatever property tax bill is sent to the governor passes with overwhelming margins, even if he doesn't like it, if he vetoes it, chances are that they would just override it.
But that's why he said he could use other tools in his toolbox as the governor, which includes us calling a special session.
Good times.
But
it's true. It's true.
Yeah, I really
do that.
enjoyed this whole conversation this week that he had. He did put a lot of cards on the table about where he's at, where the legislature is at, what we have coming down the pike. I think it's going to be interesting.
I think it's. I agree.
Keep using the word interesting, but
I agree. He seems very open to discuss what's happening, which is entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too.
Okay.
Well, stay tuned on that. Stay tuned for what's going to be happening starting next week when the General Assembly gets ready for the second half of session. But now it's everybody's favorite part of the show.
Oh.
Or was there something else we wanted to talk about?
I was just trying to make sure that we don't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, let's just get to. We're going to get to the fun.
There is one more thing.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself, and I apologize for that.
Way ahead. Okay, we talked about the coffee cart.
Yes,
we're having our coffee
it's coming
cart
up in a couple of weeks.
March 11th at the State House with our volunteer legislative team. And every year we have some giveaways.
Yes,
I'm actually going to start with this one because this one was.
Let's do it.
Because we are going to be talking about
protecting the financial security of Hoosiers.
Yes. We have little wallets.
Yeah, look at that little wallet. It
awesome?
Says AARP Indiana on it. You can't see it on camera. It's too far away.
And I'm holding it like right in front of my face.
You know what's going on.
Okay, but there's also on the back where you would put your card. It's RFID protected.
So it can protect you from scammers. Yes, we
but
don't like that.
Isn't this really cute?
Yeah, it's cool. It's a nice giveaway.
Not cute, cool. Okay, but anyway,
it's cute. It's cool. Whatever. All right. So this one, I guess, is this my one? This is my giveaway.
I mean, it's not your giveaway, but
I advocated for getting these. So I don't know. Look, I don't know.
Nostalgic.
This audience that's watching us, you may be as old as I am, and that's cool. And if you're not, that is also cool. But the thing is that it's this little rubber coin pouch thing with a slit down the middle. You squeeze it, and then you can put coins. I don't know who carries coins anymore, but that's what it was when I was growing up, And then it has got a little chain. Look, and it says ARP Indiana. Look, the nostalgia factor is through the roof on this one. And I think people are going to love it. I think people are going to love it.
I wasn't a huge fan when he wanted to get this. Only because I was like, it literally holds a quarter. If you guys remember growing up, I mean, you could only take, 2 quarters maybe.
Or maybe $50. Because people were carrying those around.
Let me go get $50, okay?
Yes.
Anyway, this is kind of fun. Okay.
It's going to be fun. I think people are going to like it.
I think people are going to love it because I feel like my grandparents would carry these.
That's what I'm saying. See, it's bringing it all. It's bringing it all home.
However, I will also say one of our volunteers, I don't want to call her out, she said this is also really great. If you're at the gym and you take your earrings off. I mean, this is for women, I guess, or men. It could be for anybody to have jewelry. Put your little ring in here. Put your earrings in here. It's multi-use.
Well, it's just not for coins, because who carries coins anymore?
I mean, I do. I've said that 60 times.
In cash.
Okay.
Cash is fine. No, that's cool. You can put bills in this too. You can fold them up a couple of times and put it in there.
We used to when we'd go to the little store uptown to get some snacks.
Yeah, we're gonna revisit that later, I'm sure.
Supermarket.
This is cool.
Okay,
this isn't the town you grew up in, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
So this is a fun thing. So anyway,
let's go.
Great giveaways, which now leads us into.
Now we can
move into Anna's fast facts.
Thank you.
Got it. Anna, Welcome back
Hello.
to the show. As per, well, I don't know why am I welcoming you back. You're always here. But it's good to have you on camera. Good to get into some fast facts.
Yes.
And we're introducing something new today, I believe.
Yes. By Amber's request, we have a fast facts scoreboard now.
There it is. Look at that. That's fantastic.
This is amazing.
See, this is what.
And we're tied, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes.
tied 1-1, it looks like here. And Amber, look, she's got her arms crossed. All business. So we're going to
I'm
see.
coming for you.
See how this is going to go. I'm ready. Whatever this is. Let's bring it.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
So episode
Ready.
1, there was no competition. We didn't start the game show aspect of this until episode 2.
Yes.
So
Okay.
this
Here we go.
time,
Ooh, a penny.
Ooh.
Which
Playing-
look at that.
yeah, exactly. So for your giveaways
What-
and with what legislation we've been talking about.
What else would you use that for besides, well, pennies maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Producer Anna said you could also use it for your Aldi quarter.
Yes. for the
Yes.
cart.
For your card.
Yeah,
There
that
we
you
go.
can never find in your bag or your car.
Love it.
Okay.
So this week's fast facts are a penny for your thoughts, and it's a twofer. There are 2 questions, so opportunity for 2 points to
We're
add
writing
to the
stuff down.
scoreboard.
We're writing
I
stuff
am.
down. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right. 2 questions. What year was the first penny minted?
I'm gonna lose.
And how many pennies are currently in circulation?
Currently in circulation.
Yes.
I don't even know where to start.
Do we have any idea when the mint was opened?
I don't
Okay.
know. I'm going to say the first penny.
I'll give you a hint in that the penny was one of the first coins minted.
Well,
Oh.
that changes things here for me.
Oh, it
It
does?
does. Okay.
You didn't even know the other question she asked.
Well, I'll go back to my original one then. All right.
You go first because I'm gonna have
Okay.
to choose.
I'm going to
after
say
you.
penny was first minted in 1901.
Okay.
I'm probably way off there. And I'm going to say 23 million in circulation.
23 million.
Okay.
I don't know.
Pennies?
Yes. That's probably not a lot. I don't know. I
I
it's
don't
a
have
lot.
any. This.
So how do
you know
what if we're really both way off? Who gets the point on this?
Closer to the pin?
I agree.
There we go. Okay. What are you gonna go with? I established some benchmarks for you. You just gotta go decide if you want to go lower or higher.
I don't know what to do because I don't know the answer. I'm gonna go with 1903.
Oh, this is we're going Prices Right style. Cool. All right.
I don't know. And 23 million, I'm gonna say 36 million.
36
36
million.
million.
for
Okay.
Amber. Okay.
I'm just going off of your guesses.
Yeah,
I
my
have
guess is
no
I'm
idea.
gonna start just saying random
I
stuff now.
don't know where to even start.
All right. What do we got?
This is
All
fun,
right.
though.
Well,
Okay.
for the year the first penny was minted,
I don't know.
1793.
Wow. So does that mean I got that one?
Technically, yes.
I should have went with I was gonna go with 1873, which is still would have been way off.
So the
But-
mint opened in 1792.
Wow.
Oh.
200.
And 240 billion pennies in circulation.
Here I am coming with 23 million. That sounds right. But you got that one then.
Did I?
You got because you said 36.
Ooh,
Yep.
We
So
are
we're still
we're
tied.
again.
not
2 to
great at
2
this.
now.
I'm not great at
Not
this.
great at this game. Not great at
was
this
a
game.
Good fun fact.
This is a good one. I don't know how to study for these.
I don't either. But I'm gonna need. Maybe we need like a hint.
That's half the fun is
How
you have
terrible
no
we
idea
are?
what this fact is going
Just
to be.
totally embarrassing ourselves on camera with our knowledge. I love it. I'm here
People
for
are
it.
gonna be like, who are these people?
In your defense, my hint was really not helpful, as in, do you know when the mint first opened?
Yeah.
Of
So
course.
I don't
mean,
think that was helpful.
You know what? Leave in the chat below if
Yeah.
anybody actually knew the answer. To
Yeah,
that.
drop a comment.
that you haven't already read. Just say that. Yeah, I knew that. Right below.
But I do love that she did the penny. So
Tying it in. Tying it in.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you, Anna.
That
You're
was
welcome.
wonderful. Look, the rivalry continues.
Tied.
We'll update the scoreboard for next week.
There better be 2 questions again next week then.
Oh, this is
Slowly, it's going to be one more question each week until it's
like
the
a
podcast.
Episode of Fun Fact.
This just turns into a quiz show, which I'm fine with.
It's a trivia show.
I'm excited about
do
it.
something different.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Anna.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Amber, anything else?
Yes, everybody. We haven't said this yet, but Fat Tuesday's coming up.
Ooh, yeah. Get your punch keys.
Or your
king
king cakes.
Yeah, get that. Get ready.
Thank you to Ryan, who got me my king cake.
Perfect.
And I brought it to the office to share.
Have not dove in yet.
You
but
should.
I'm going to get into that.
I don't think anybody's gotten the baby.
Oh, yeah.
We'll update you next week on who got the baby.
Who got the baby. And if you know what we're talking about, good on you. If you don't, let's just put a little Google search out there. Or
well,
you can
but
tell
we'll
them.
talk about it next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about who's the big
it'll
winner.
Actually be on. It'll be. Oh yeah, that's right. We'll update you on who won and what the king cake actually. And maybe you can talk about the however you say that word.
Punchkis?
Yeah, I do.
It's like a donut.
It's
like a jelly donut kind of feel. Or it's not
Yeah,
jelly.
like
It could be
what?
custard filled. It could be other things.
But like, is there any background to it?
I'm sure there is.
Okay, so we'll look it up.
I just see them at the store and I eat them.
Okay, well,
I mean, I buy them, then eat them. I don't just eat them at the store.
We'll
like
give
a
some
salad.
history,
Yeah.
but we probably won't be able to give a lot because next week it's probably going to be back to business as usual.
Back to business as usual.
We won't be able to have as much fun.
Well, look, the fun happens when business as usual is happening as well.
Okay.
It's just not as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for being here. And we'll see you next time on the Legislative Director, talking about legislative things. See you then.